How does the complete manifestation process actually work? What is the secret to always successfully manifesting things into your life? What I haven't addressed so much before is that the manifestation process is a process that consists of two clear parts. You have the law of attraction part, the creation process where you call things in. And the second part is then actually taking action on your desires to actually manifest them into this physical reality, right? So it is a combination of the feminine energy, the creation, and the masculine energy, which is taking action and making things physical. So I want to make this video to really capture the essence of manifestation. If you watch this video carefully, you will truly understand how to call things in, how to then practice detachment from your desire, and how to then eventually know what specific actions to take to actually manifest them into your physical reality. My name is Davy. I am a PhD student in chemical engineering at the University of Cambridge. And in my free time, I love to study anything related to self-development, the law of attraction, quantum physics of manifestation. Now, I've made a few law of attraction videos before explaining the technical concepts of it, my favorite manifestation technique, which is scripting, but I realize there are still people that are struggling to understand how do you then actually successfully manifest things into your life, and also what actions do I take? Because I've talked a lot about calling things in, which is the creation process. But what about the second part of manifestation, which is, the masculine taking action part? You need both of these to actually get to obtaining your desire, right? The creation process is in the metaphysical, calling things in, calling opportunities in, and then it is for you to then actually take action on those opportunities, right? Which is the second part of manifesting. So this video consists of two parts: the feminine creation process and the masculine action step. Those two combined will lead you to your desire. Let me get into it. Let's first talk about the first part, the law of attraction, which is calling the opportunities in, becoming a magnet for what you desire. I've talked about some of my favorite manifestation techniques, right? Which is scripting, writing down your desires, or visualization, which is, trying to imagine you already have the desire. What is the true essence of manifestation? It is not what I desire that I become. It is what I identify with I become. Manifestation is not about desiring in a hypothetical way. I wish I had that. I wish I had that relationship. I wish I had more money. It is not about wishing. It goes deeper. You have to start imagine, who would you be if you had the desire? What would the future version of you look like that has the desire? It is about changing your identity. It is about changing the way you view yourself. If you're trying to manifest being healthier or a specific physique, it is not about craving that and desiring that. It is about starting to identify as that person that is already that. And how do you know if you're identifying with that person? There's a very simple exercise you can do. Look at another person that has your desire. If you feel jealousy, or if you look up to them like, wow, how amazing that they've achieved that, you're not identifying with that. If you want to be a celebrity and you look, let's say you want to be a celebrity, and you look at other celebrities and you're thinking, whoa, how have they done that? You're not identifying as it. Because you should feel like an equal. You should feel like it's attainable for them, so it should be attainable for me. You don't feel this fangirl or fanboy feeling anymore when you look at other people that already have your desire. Of course, you respect them. You might look up to them a little bit for what they've already attained, which you haven't in this physical realm, at least. But there shouldn't be a pedestal. You shouldn't look up to them like in an admiring way where it doesn't seem possible for you, or like a fan. Trying to manifest your desire is a lot about feeling worthy of the desire. It is about starting to identify at that higher level where you're currently not at. And that is a difficult one. You know why? Because you basically need to let go of all of your past experiences. You need to let go of what your current physical reality is reflecting back to you, which is you don't have the desire yet, right? And you need to start to identify with the person that already has the desire. What would that person do? What would that person feel like? What would that future version of me think? Second important thing that you need to realize about manifestation is that you need to stop externalizing the desire. We often like to think, if we have that, we'll be happy. If we have financial freedom, we'll be happy. If we're in that relationship, we'll be happy. But manifestation doesn't work like that. Manifestation only happens when you already feel the excitement of having it in the now. Manifestation is not coming in, it's because you're making it conditional. You're externalizing your happiness upon receiving the desire. You reason that once you'll have that, you'll be happy. Once you'll have that, you'll feel a certain way. And that is not how manifestation works. You need to already feel the emotions in the now. Feel the excitement now. And that only happens by pretending you have already received it. As long as you make your happiness dependent on some future scenario, you're externalizing your desire. And what happens is like, you're saying to yourself, once I have that, I'll be happy. So you're putting your happiness in the future, right? Actually, once you attain the goal, even if you do, you're just pushing your happiness further forward. You're externalizing your happiness. And if you actually reach that future point, the future point of your happiness will still be in the future, because you will think of another thing where you're like, once I have that, I'll be happy. And that, your life is just going to continue like that. It's just going to be like, once I have that, I'll be happy. You'll maybe obtain it. Then you're like, once I have that, I'll be happy. No, once I have that, I'll be happy. And you'll never actually reach happiness. You'll never actually reach fulfillment. Why? Because you're externalizing your happiness. You're making it dependent on external circumstances. The true power of manifestation is, even though I don't have that desire yet and I know it will make me happy, that is fine. I already will feel the happiness now. I already will feel the fulfillment and the excitement now, as if it is happening for definite. If you think, once I graduated, once I have kids, once I'm married, once I'm financially free, once I'm a millionaire, once I'm a billionaire, then I'll be happy, you're externalizing your happiness. You're externalizing your desire as well. You're manifesting from lack, because you're not feeling the emotions now. If you think that that will make you happy, you're not happy now. You cannot attract happiness by not being happy now. There needs to come a certain realization where you need to cultivate the happiness and excitement of the desire in the now, even though it's not here yet, because otherwise it cannot manifest. You're allowing yourself to stay in that lack frequency. I wish I had more money is not enough. It is about, I identify as a person that has more money, and that already makes me feel happy and excited now. The third thing that I wanted to say about manifestation is that if you're in abundance, you'll manifest anything into your life effortlessly. A lot of people are trying to manifest certain desires. Why? Why do you want to manifest them? What is the craving? The craving is because you think that desire is going to make you happy, right? You really want that desire because your happiness depends on it. And at that point, you're in a lacking frequency. You're not in abundance. If you're in abundance, if you're happy and fulfilled now, you don't even have to put in effort to manifest things into your life. They'll just come to you. If you're really desiring something, if you're really, keen on manifesting something in your life, that means you're in a lacking frequency. Why else would you crave it? Why else would you really want it? That means that there is a part of you that thinks you'll be happy once you have that. Whilst if you are in an abundant energy yourself, you already feel fulfilled, you already feel happy. You allow yourself, you open yourself up to call in things into your life effortlessly. So this is the true detachment. You don't make your happiness depend on actually obtaining the manifestation. If you do that, you're immediately in a lacking frequency. If you're watching this video and you clicked on this video because you're like, yeah, I really want to manifest my desire. Let's watch this video because I really want to manifest it. You're in a lacking frequency. Do you know what I mean? Like, there is a part of you that really wants the desire. Why? Because it thinks it'll be happy once it has it. But that is the opposite of manifestation. It is sort of like you're in an unfulfilled, unhappy state at that point. So how can you manifest something that will make you happy if you're in a lacking, unhappy, unfulfilled frequency? So really cultivating abundance is about going within, going in the now, and trying to find happiness in the now through gratefulness, through trust that your desire will come in anyway. If you just work on yourself, if you love yourself, if you make sure that you're in an abundant energy, with which I mean understand that the Opportunities in the universe are limitless anyway. You can ask for anything. That is an abundant energy. If you truly believe that, there's no need to worry anymore about your desires coming in. You'll be rewarded by being in that happy, fulfilled, abundant energy. If you believe in limitless possibilities of the universe will offer them to you. Abundance, wealth, loving relationship, financial wealth just automatically flows in if you're already in that abundant energy. You can only manifest from the present moment. So what is this true detachment about? Well, you can truly detach by believing that the order is on its way. And someone commented this, and I'm gonna repeat it. It's like when you're in a restaurant and you ordered your food, are you gonna ask every second where the food is? Or do you just have faith? You put in your order into the universe, so now you know it's on the way. You don't have to ask every second where it is. And also for the people that ask me, how often should I script? How often should I repeat the visualization or the expressing of the desire? Well, think about this one. As long as you're asking for it, do you truly believe it's on the way? If you feel the need to repeat it every day, you don't really have faith that it's on the way. And that is true detachment. You will only ask for something once and then you detach. Why? Because you have faith that the universe will deliver. You have faith that the desire will come. And when you have that faith, you can already feel the excitement now, like you ordered a package from Amazon or like you ordered food in the restaurant. You know it's on the way. You need to have that same mindset for your desires, because if you are still trying to repeat it every day to yourself, you're not really convinced. You're trying to convince yourself at that point. And that's okay. Sometimes we need that period of trying to convince ourselves, because that's what truly it is about. If you're scripting every day, if you're visualizing every day, you're trying to convince yourself. You're not truly believing. You're not truly having faith. You're still in a lacking frequency. But if you can let it go, that means you've cultivated true faith that the desire is on its way. And when you've cultivated that, you can already feel the happiness now, because if you know something is on the way, you can feel the fulfillment now. So that is what true detachment is about. Truly, any desire that you put into the universe can be delivered to you. It is just your lacking frequency and your externalizing of the happiness, making your happiness depend on receiving that is actually blocking the manifestation from coming in. And once you let go of that, you're entering abundance. You understand the limitless possibilities of the universe. You have faith that whatever you ask for will be delivered to you. And therefore you can feel happiness and peace in the now, because there's no desire anymore to change the present moment, because you know you can ask for anything anyway. And if you stay in that abundant, fulfilled energy now, anything will just come to you naturally anyway. You'll be a magnet to more abundance. You'll be rewarded for feeling gratefulness for the present moment. Now let's move on to the second part of the video, the taking action part, right? I talk a lot about the creation process, calling things in, but I want to get more practical with you guys. What is the second part of manifestation? How do you take action? I will provide you with 3 clear steps on how to take action on your desire. But first of all, I want to say that when you truly believe in yourself, action is inevitable. You truly believe that something is possible for you, you will take action. You will push yourself. You will put in the work. You will feel disciplined because you believe it's possible for you. Manifestation is about taking on the identity of having that, right? And becoming the person that has that requires you to take action. What would a person that has that desire do and live like, and take the action steps towards that identity? What decisions would that identity make? What would that identity do on a daily basis? You believe it's possible for you. You're willing to put in the work. You're willing to take a risk. You're willing to put in a leap of faith and put yourself out there and show commitment that you actually want that desire, that actually want to be the person that has the desire, right? Now, let me provide you with 3 steps or 3 clear things that you can do in order to take on that identity. First step that I'll mention is that you need to fix your health. And with fixing your health, I mean eating healthy, the right nutrition, eating enough and also not eating too much, but also eating the right things and having enough exercise. Now, why am I mentioning this? Because fixing your health is a sort of shortcut to gaining more confidence, to cultivating your self-belief. Because once you know you can achieve in the gym or in your nutrition, you will have more confidence to achieve anything everything else, you will feel more worthy. You'll look in the mirror and you'll be happy with what you see, so you'll feel more worthy of whatever you desire. It removes a level of self-hate. You become proud of yourself. And it's a slippery slope, right? I'm not talking about excessive training or under feeding yourself. No, I'm talking about giving yourself the right nutrition from love, giving yourself enough, giving yourself the right things that make you feel good. If you're asking me what actions to take on your desire, but you're not working on your health, are you really wanting to be the person that has that desire? The identity of the person that you want to become, that is financially wealthy, that has many loving relationships, whatever it is, what does that person look like? Is that person healthy in your mind? Does that person make the right decisions? It is the first step of showing commitment to yourself that you're willing to make the right decisions by taking care of your health, but the first level of respect that you can show yourself that will immediately and inevitably grow your confidence. The right balance between work and rest, getting enough sleep, and not regularly intoxicating yourself. Those are the basic things to take care of your health. Self-belief and a confidence that comes out of that will be enough for you to also then want to take action further on becoming the person that you've always wanted to be. Now, second step, start to really tune in on what the future version of you would look like that has the desire, and start to take action on those things. Act it out. If you're wanting a certain desire, imagine the future version of you that has a desire. What would their daily tasks look like? What would their life look like? How much would they spend on work? How much would they see their friends? How much would they work on their health? Like, what are all of these qualities of that future version of you that you want to become? And take action on those. Even if you're not that person yet, or you don't fully believe it yet, just narrow it down to clear action points. What would that future version of you look like? What actions would he or she take in a day? What would their schedule look like? And start to just implement that schedule. Start to just artificially, even if you don't have the desire yet, start to artificially do those things. Every tiny shift that you make, every tiny action step that you take in order to become the person that has the desire is a step in the right direction, is you wanting to take on the identity. And sometimes it's easy to look at an example of someone else that does it to really narrow down, like, what does their day look like? What actions do they take in a day? What have they done? And copy that. If you want to become financially independent, for example, there's a certain attitude that comes with that. For men, it is about really being in your masculine energy, but for a woman, it can be being in your boss bitch energy. We know about these energies, so we need to start to identify with that. We need to start to pretend we are already that. We need to walk around the street or do whatever we're doing on a daily basis and continuously remind ourselves of that identity. What would that future version of me do? How would he or she handle this? How would he or she act? And just artificially implement that. What would your workday look like? What would your schedule look like? And implement those. Third and final action point is cutting up your goal into bite-sized pieces. And what is the first step that you can take now towards your desire? And honestly, whenever you truly believe in yourself, whenever you truly believe that this desire is possible for you, what action to take will come from inspired action. You will think of something to do. There will just be a light bulb that switches on in your mind that tells you what action to take. If you're still struggling to think of what action to take, there's not enough self-belief, there's not enough of an abundance energy in you, there's not enough detachment. If you truly believe that having a certain desire is possible for you, inspired action will follow naturally. You will know which actions to take. And of course, you need to put in the work, the discipline, and the commitment to becoming the person that has the desire. But if you're struggling to find out what action to take, I think you should first continue working on yourself, cultivating that self-belief, perhaps through fixing your health and through working on yourself. Think about the future version of you that has that desire and start to think about what is different between me right now and that future version. What does he or she do differently? How does he or she think? I keep repeating this, but true manifestation is not about calling things into your life from I want this in my life. That doesn't work. One, it means you're in a lacking frequency. And two, it means that you don't truly believe that you already have the desire. It really comes from putting in your order, knowing that it's on the way, letting it go. That is the detachment. And then you working on yourself to become the future version of you that is worthy of your desire. Understanding the identity of that future version of you needs to be a future version of you that has the desire, not something external, right? It needs to be an identity that you take on now. And if you take on that identity now, even if you don't have the desire yet, the desire will just come in naturally from your abundant energy, from you believing in yourself. You need to feel special. You need to feel worthy. You need to feel equal to people that have that desire, equal to the identity and the future version of you that has the desire. And if you take on the identity, the desire will come inevitably. Like, it will not even require much effort because you feel worthy, and the inspired action will follow naturally. Now, that was my additional manifestation video where I wanted to go a little bit deeper into taking on the identity and the true essence behind manifestation. I hope anything in this video was useful. If so, leave me a like or comment on my video. I love to read you guys' comments, truly. If you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel as well. Or if you want to know more about my personal life, feel free to follow me on Instagram, which is davy_citaram. And yeah, I would love to see you in my next video. Sending you my love.